Feels so awkward.
Again?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's an off week for me. Feel weird.
Okay, I guess. Hi, I'm Justin.
And I'm Madeline.
And this is Unedited.
And Meandering.
And today we're talking about, your topic was?
High school movies.
High school movies, right?
Movies that talk about high school. Parang
Right.
weird pag high school movies.
Not movies made by high school people.
No.
But,
movies centered around high school people.
like mga John Hughes. Diba yung sabi mo?
Actually, hindi nga lang movies eh. Because I was trying to think of movies about high schoolers like in this decade.
Right.
Wala ko isip. I mean, Cruel Intentions was not
This decade? That was
Kaya
fine.
nga, no. Kasi nang naisip ko lang yung series for this.
Hindi, like, Tall Girl.
I didn't watch Tall Girl. Oh my God, Kissing Booth. Ew. Didn't watch those. So, mas naisip ko is series. I have more
I guess
knowledge.
series and movies.
Yeah.
Alright, well, okay. Let's talk about mine and then we can talk about your right now.
Okay.
I'm not old enough to actually have watched John Hughes when they first came out.
Okay.
When they first came out. I saw them, but like I was already an adult. I wasn't like a kid.
Oh.
The thing I remember watching as a teenager, I guess, was the American Pie movie. The first one. And like the rest of the American Pie movies.
Which was the first one?
The one where he sticks his thing in the pie.
Oh, ew, I don't know that. I watched the one with the book. Where they compiled, like they found this book that alumni also filled in with like advice. And then they reprinted the book.
That doesn't sound like anything like American Pie.
It's American Pie though. It is American Pie.
When did Mean Girls come out?
2004? I don't know about Rachel McAdams was also filming like that year. She filmed Mean Girls and The Notebook. That's why she was wearing a wig. She didn't want to bleach her hair. Because she was so weird. It feels so weird knowing that she filmed it on the same year.
Two different characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I guess that still counts for me. I mean, 2004, I was second year high school.
Third?
Second, third,
2001?
2002 ako graduate eh.
Oh,
so 2002, 2003. First year. 2003,
college.
2004, yeah. College.
Okay.
And the next year, I had you.
Congrats.
So yeah, so like, I think looking back now, if you compare it to like the John Hughes and like even like yung mga Revenge of the Nerds thing.
Oh,
Bakit?
don't like that movie.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah.
A lot of the older movies, they're
very
problematic.
Rapey.
Yeah, exactly. I think College Humor did a bit about that. Na parang
16 Candles handed his girlfriend off to this random kid.
I don't think I watched.
I didn't watch 16 Candles. I just watch a lot of film theory.
And then of course 10 Things I Hate About You. I think that was
Used to be my favorite movie.
Yeah, really. And I didn't even know it was like a Shakespeare thing when I was younger.
Even after all the references?
Yeah, but like, would you have known that it was a Shakespeare thing?
I mean, you're my dad.
Yeah,
so I guess
that's
I
the
knew
thing.
pretty early.
Right? I didn't have me telling me that it was a Shakespeare thing. Yeah. So yeah. So what did I get from, I guess what I got from high school movies was that this desire to party with red Solo cups. Like even like college films like Van Wilder. You know Van Wilder?
No.
Van Wilder.
There's not a lot of college films.
There are a lot of college films, yeah.
Yeah, but ang narinig kong complaints with high school movies, too much sex scenes, it's too romanticized, this could have been done as a college film.
Right.
So I don't actually know any college film.
Van Wilder. Van Wilder was like a revelation for me. I think it was the first movie where I saw Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
Yeah.
how old is this movie?
I don't know. I'm sure we can Google it. Like, you have your phone. You can Google stuff. So, yeah. It had this weird scene where I think it was that movie where they stimulated a dog.
Ew.
And then used the dog's fluids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Unang year. 2009.
Really?
Ay, wait. Di ba?
No. National Lampoon Van Wilder.
Release na lang. Release date. 2002.
2002. Yeah. So yeah, I was fresh out of high school. So I always had this idea of like, oh, I want to have house parties. I want to throw house parties. I want to like have a wild night and drink beer from red Solo cups. That was a big thing. Like every party movie, every high school movie that threw a party had red Solo cups. So it was just so built up in my head
Oh.
that that's part of the party culture. Like when I would throw parties at home,
You bought red Solo.
yeah, we
Was
bought
it like
red
sa
Solo cups.
Katipunan? We had a lot of red Solo cups.
Yeah, because that came from parties at home. Philinvest.
Yeah. Actually, I don't really think about that now. Like, di ako nag-focus. Parang red Solo cups aren't really a big thing.
Yeah, because it's more ubiquitous. It's just everywhere right now. So,
Yeah. Oh, ang naisip ko is they usually just have cans.
yeah, I guess. I mean, because it makes more sense, diba, to just buy cans than like have a keg. And, you know, that's also the thing. I always wanted to try drinking from a keg.
Keg stand.
Not even doing a keg stand. Like, look at me. Can't do a keg stand.
Oh, just thought of Troy.
Yeah, but like,
Troy
it's a keg
bars.
flip.
Keg flip.
Much
pala.
more difficult. Yeah. So yeah, parang I've always wanted to party like that. That's so romanticized in my head because of like all the movies I saw growing up.
Ako, I think, yung nag-influence sa akin was Mean Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like, after Bridget, sobrang, ang dami kong pent-up anger because of Bridget. So I thought, because of all the, like, movies I watched, mostly Mean Girls, and then na-realize ko, wait, all of the popular girls in my school were bitches.
Mm-hmm.
So, first to second quarter of grade 7, horrible person. Because that was what in my head. I was like, in order to be liked, or in order for me to not be miserable, I need to act like these girls.
Mm-hmm.
So, yun. Feeling ko, medyo naging bad influence ang Mean Girls sa akin.
Grabe naman.
Totoo naman. It was a bad influence when I was younger.
I think you did not take the right lesson from the movie, diba?
Yeah, I guess. I was too angry. I was too angry to realize what the lesson of the movie was.
I guess there were like, I don't know if you'd count them as high school movies.
What?
Like some like of the romance, like Never Been Kissed.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, Drew Barrymore, I think. I don't know if it counts as a high school movie. Like,
Is
she
it set
goes
in
to a
high
high school. Yeah, it's set in a high school. She goes to a high school,
Oh, pero,
but she's like an adult,
di hindi.
I guess. And then, well, ECA was already I was already working, I guess, when ECA came out. I don't know.
What's ECA?
See, I know Emma Stone.
Ah, Easy A.
What did you? ECA.
I thought it was like E-C-A.
Easy. Sorry,
Easy.
Easy A. Let's enunciate. Easy.
Nako.
Okay. Yun na yung clip natin.
Oh, I watched Easy A with my friends.
You
Like,
watched it with me. What are you talking about?
I didn't watch it with you. I watched it with my friends. I like that.
Yung favorite ko talaga yung kay Stanley Tucci. When, they were talking
Who
sa
told
family.
him?
They were talking sa family and then like the black kid was like, what does it matter? I'm adopted. What?
Who told you?
So good. And I think the thing about it was the movies I watched growing up that talked about high school, the high school experience, weren't so cynical. Like you could take them at face value, right? And they weren't trying to be edgy or dark. That was like the point of like high school movies. Yeah, it's supposed to be kwela, it's supposed to be funny, raunchy in some ways, but not like. It's like foreplay.
Okay.
But then like I think, because I haven't seen it, but I think like the more like the shows now are just like full on BDSM pegging, the
Very
equivalent.
so raunchy.
Yeah.
So much unnecessary nudity.
Sige, go talk about that now.
Like sa Euphoria, the actress who plays Cassie, the character Cassie is always naked. And the actress is Sydney Sweeney.
Euphoria, you say, right?
Yeah.
That's a...
She was like, yeah, I didn't love those scenes. Like, parang, I also thought it was unnecessary. And people are saying that the only reason Zendaya, she plays Shrew, the reason why she doesn't have like so much sex scenes or like naked scenes is because she has enough power to say no.
Yeah, she's a big star now.
Yeah. Like, no, flat out no. Pero since yung mga ibang actors, they're like new or breakout nila ang Euphoria.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, to garner attention, I will accept to be naked. Yeah.
That, I think when I was growing up, there were series that had a lot of implied sex, but it was still like kind of prudish. Not really prudish, but like it wasn't so overtly sexual. But you knew like people were getting it on, like they were making out a lot, like The OC or One Tree Hill or Dawson's Creek.
I tried watching Dawson's Creek.
How was it?
It got boring. I also tried watching Gilmore Girls.
Mm-hmm.
Also got boring.
I don't know if you'd count Gilmore Girls as
and I'm just stating, like those type of old series. Tried watching it, got boring. Actually, sex ed. It's like
yeah, I was gonna make
overtly sexual, but it's like not romanticized. Maybe there are some that are romanticized, but it's very much like I believe that 16-year-olds act like that.
I think
because it's awkward.
There's a line between being sex positive and being gratuitous. Yun yung ano eh. I think that's what a lot of people have to figure out. And I think it also like I don't think there's one standard that should be followed in terms of taste. In terms of legal stuff, yeah, there's like one standard about like what's acceptable and what's not. But in terms of like individual taste, I think everyone has this reckoning that they need to do with themselves between what is raunchy and sex positive and acceptable and what is just blatant like
sexualization of minors.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Hindi, not just minors, but yes, but minors, but also just like gratuitous, sex. Kasi ako like I enjoy not with regard to sex, but like violence, right? I like gory films.
Ugh.
I love gory films, but you never. Oh, it never feels like it's real because of how over the top it is.
Okay.
Like that's why sometimes like when I'm watching those, natatawa ako. Because it's just like it's so.
Even in Salo?
Hindi, yung Salo naman kasi is
Scarred
it makes you think.
I watched that with my friend.
You watched it with me.
I didn't watch it with you. And maybe a little bit. I watched a little bit with you. And then full on ko pinanood kasama kaibigan ko sa dorm. I was like, we were just traumatized. Like someone's? Yeah. Sa hard drive.
Ayun. So, Salo naman kasi is like, it makes you think, right? It makes you
It all made me think.
Reflect, I guess.
Pero
kasi you don't like, I mean,
I don't like gore.
Tsaka yung scat part na ano, diba?
God!
Pero
it's still so fresh in my mind. I feel like I can play the whole movie in my mind. It's ingrained. Okay. Anyways.
So, yeah. So, pero like, I guess like Serbian film.
I've never
Don't
watched.
watch it.
Okay.
Like, I've watched it. I enjoyed it, I guess, but like, it's not a fun, gory film.
It's just sad.
Like, it's also, kasi so medyo problematic yung film itself. Pero, I get the point that the director was trying to make. But at the same time, I think it strayed into the gratuitous. And I think that was deliberate. It was deliberately gratuitous.
I know that yung movie that was shot in one take. Were you the one who told me that? And it was almost ruined because like a musician on set
Russian something. The Russian Revolution or something. It was like yung they had to do 2 takes. So the first take, they went through it, but like something went wrong. And then on the second take, they got it almost right, except that in the last part, like the violinist looked straight at the camera.
It was so stupid. God, ruining it for everyone.
So yeah, so parang, but like you barely notice it naman daw eh. Na parang, but like people were so scared na parang, do we have to do it again? Because like it has to be like one take eh. I think they did it
Whose
in a
idea
museum.
was that?
The
Was it a
director.
long movie?
Like 30 minutes? I don't know.
Okay. It
Well,
would have
that's
been
still hard.
Yeah, it
That's
would have
still
been. I thought
hard.
it was like 2 hours.
That's impossible. 2 hour, ano? Imposible yan. Unless you like
May gusto bang
sobrang...
mag-attempt?
Hindi, unless sobrang okay lang na pangit siya, di ba? Na,
Or like may ano, I mean, yung rig na camera that just has like a
hindi naman yung camera yung
program na-
problem eh. I
Diba?
think yung problem would be
timing.
yung actors, di ba?
Costume change.
Little things, ano, sound. Like, unless you're shooting in a soundstage, it's very difficult to like isolate the area from sound.
Okay. Naisip ko lang. Not related at all.
Ayun. In terms of series, ano ba? Like Euphoria, Riverdale. You watched it, right?
Like the first episode. Pero I watched a lot of like yung recaps, like what's his name? Andrew Myers? I think that's his name. He's like an animator YouTuber. Pero he does recaps of Riverdale. Like that's how he got really popular. And he still does it up until now. Parang siya na nga lang yata nanonood ng Riverdale. Got super weird. At first, people actually kind of like the first season. Like, there was like a murder and they're trying to solve the murder. It was still very high school. But I think, no second season, they grew up na. Like, one of them went to the army. And then Riverdale became like the town of Riverdale. Became really sad and secluded because of Veronica's father. Si Hiram?
Hiram Lodge, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Hold that
this,
Okay. Just checking, making sure that the thing is...
Okay.
Because I can see the metal. I just want to make sure that it's plugged in all the way.
Okay. Gugulat.
Like
When I found out... when I found out about Riverdale, I was like excited. And then I found out that it was going to be dark. It's like, why? I just wanted the...
Parang yung
the...
Winx.
Yeah, oh my god. I was also pretty excited for that. And then I found out it was dark. They Riverdale the shit. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Riverdale that shit. The Powerpuff Girls remake, they're gonna Riverdale that shit.
Really? But like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, ba?
Like, the point of Powerpuff Girls is that it's like...
Like, one of the scripts got leaked, and it was like Bubbles turning into an alcoholic or something. Like, they grew up, to hate each other, sort of, or like hate Dr. X. Dr. X? Pangalan niya? Professor X.
Utonium.
Sino si Dr. X?
I don't know.
Sa calculator. Anyway, Bernie has 69 boobs. It was too many. Then he went to the 51st floor to see Dr. X, and he went to the 8th bedroom, and then he was boobless. Di ba alam yun? Sa calculator.
No.
Okay. I'll show you later. Anyways, I think they grew up hating Professor X and their life as like the power.
Professor Utonium.
Professor.
Professor X is the guy from X-Men.
Professor Utonium. They grew up hating him. They grew up to hate him and what they did as Powerpuff Girls. But for some reason, they reunited. And then some pictures got leaked of them wearing like Party City-esque Powerpuff Girls.
What does that mean? What is Party City-esque?
Like, it was like a blue tablecloth, a red tablecloth, and a green tablecloth with a black belt. Ayun yung kinawa na ng costumes. So a lot of the fashion YouTubers I like that focused on films did like, I restyled the Powerpuff Girls remake, or I restyled the Winx remake. Because the costuming was horrible. Like, back in the 2000s, when nung nilabas yung The Winx Club, it was like very fashionable, very colorful. Like, their fashion evolved throughout the years. And then people saw what the Fate No Wings saga looked like. So bland. Like, and their attempt on diversity was like, meh.
What series or what property from your childhood do you think would benefit from
A remake?
being Riverdale?
None. I don't like how they Riverdale stuff. Just bring me back my colorful, fluffy content. I don't want
What
like
if
a
they Riverdale
murder.
Equestria Girls na?
No. My God. My God, paano pag ginawa nila ng live action yung, My Little Pony? We're not equestrian girls, like My Little Pony.
Just horses?
Just horses. Colorful horses.
Are you talking about like making it like the Lion King?
Yeah, what if they did that? Oh my God.
Nakakatawa yan, yung like leveraging yung nostalgia ng mga tao. Like, it's valid. I guess it's a valid way to make money naman, and it works. And like, in some ways, fan service is huge, di
Oh
ba?
my God, what if they did that to Sophia the First? I love Sophia the First. I
At
don't know
least
how they
at
would
least they
make that
didn't
dark.
they didn't make Dora dark, did they? I don't think so.
I don't think I never watched the live action.
Yeah, like it's like
It felt weird. Like they didn't like they made Dora older but still made her look like her child counterpart.
tsaka, I don't get like the big appeal of Dora is that she'd ask you questions.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang otherwise it's just this little kid with a monkey. Why does this kid have a monkey? Monkeys have rabies.
Ugh. Oh, I miss Dora.
I think it's Sabrina. I didn't watch Sabrina, the new one, but I watched the older one with Melissa Joan Hart. It was like
Oh, I
problematic
read
now.
Sabrina.
Yeah, I'm like Archie comics. I didn't even know. So here's the thing. I was watching the Sabrina the Teenage Witch series before I found out that she was an Archie.
Oh.
Yeah.
I miss Archie. Like I used to have like a lot of Archie comics. Like I made you mad once because he gave me 200 pesos for I don't know what. Pero one of my friends, this was in Diliman. I was in grade 3. One of my friends was selling her Archie comics. Just spent all of the money on Archie comics. And then si Leverisa. Si Lolo. Like, I think this was grade 6 rin. Or grade school ako. And then, he took us out sa, like, dep store. Basta sa HP. And then I saw this, like, really thick Archie comic. I got that. I asked for that. It was, like, 500 pages.
It's like 1,000 plus.
Yeah.
$1,000,000.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I had a lot of Archie comics. I don't know where I have some digests.
Yeah.
But I used to have a bigger collection. I had like Total Girl, K-Zone, and Archie comics.
I read a lot of Archie growing up. Yeah. Like I didn't even know how to pronounce "come on" because there's just like C''MON. Like
That was
how am I supposed to read this?
Ptooey, like Chewy. Like what the fuck?
So yeah, so Sabrina the Teenage Witch was so funny. I really liked the characters, but a lot of the characters weren't really from the comics. Like I don't know if there was a Salem the cat.
Comics meron.
Meron ba?
Yeah.
But like not like the Salem.
As in the bad wizard that got trapped in a cat?
Yeah, ganun ba siya?
Yeah.
Was he wisecracking and all that in the comics?
Yeah. It was pretty similar.
I don't remember.
Yung aunts. Pero alam ko sa Archie comics meron lang rin like the insolent child na babae. Forgot her name. Si no.
I remember. What I guess it counts as a high school series. Buffy.
Oh, Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, I only know her from Cool Intentions, and then I found out she was in Buffy.
Yeah, Buffy. I mean, like, Joss Whedon is so problematic nowadays. Problem is, a lot of the things I like, he made. Like Firefly.
Is he like your Dan Schneider?
Huh?
Dan Schneider made like Victorious, iCarly, a lot of shows.
Oh, is this the foot guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my parallel.
I guess, yeah. Yeah. Well, at least he wasn't a pedophile.
Pambaba ng bar.
Yeah.
At least he
Still
wasn't
terrible
a
to women, apparently. But I think a lot of creators are. Like Dan Harmon had like a history as well.
Dan Harmon.
Community.
Oh.
Rick and Morty.
Oh. Yeah. I, Hindi ko na natuloy Community. Kahit nasa Netflix siya. I got tired of it. When I found out about, what's his name? Chevy?
Chevy Chase.
Yeah. Ayoko
Pierce.
na.
I think I watched until the 4th season and then like I got bored with it, I guess. Too bad, di ba? Parang ang ganda-ganda nung... But I think, ito yung interesting like people still like Community. Even up to now.
Oh.
But like compare it to Game of Thrones, right? So, Game of Thrones, when it started out, it was like, wow! Like, people couldn't like... I think it's
Jonathan, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that too. But like, I think a lot of people hadn't encountered fantasy.
Oh.
Like high fantasy. Because I did. I was reading a lot of it. And I'm sure there were a lot of people who were also reading it. But like, popular culture did not really encounter high fantasy that was very serious in popular media, as far as I can recall. Meaning, like, talking about complicated issues like politics, touching on darker themes like incest, but also dragons.
Oh.
Yeah. And everyone had swords. And yeah, when it came out, it was like so revolutionary.
And then they fucked up the ending.
And now, like, the only time, I mentioned this before, the only time that Game of Thrones is talked about is in the context of how horrible the ending is.
Yeah.
Diba? Pero like, if you look at Community, yeah, there was a slow decline. Like, especially when Troy left.
Oh, yeah.
Diba?
Feeling ko ayun din. I miss Troy.
Ayun. But, people still have like...
Good memories.
Yeah. Like, they still talk about like the paintball episodes. They still, diba?
Yeah.
The darkest timeline. Look, yung darkest timeline concept, I remember that only came about, and I could be wrong. Hit me in the comments down below if you think I'm wrong. But the darkest timeline concept came to be because of Community.
Really?
Remember that episode, Remedial Chaos Theory? Where they were rolling flipping the die? Rolling the die?
Yeah.
Yan. Like, people didn't say any, they didn't call it the darkest timeline. That was an Abed thing.
Oh.
So now when people refer to this as the darkest timeline, they're referencing Community.
Oh, cool.
I could be wrong, but that's the first time I heard that expression, the darkest timeline.
Didn't Danny Pudi and the actress of Alex Denver's work together at some point? Parang, I remember googling Danny Pudi once, and then I saw a picture of them together in weird
Where
BDSM stuff.
What? Alex Danvers is a sister of...
There.
I know where I saw her before.
Saan?
Not Another Teen Movie.
Ah! Yeah. Oo nga
Diba?
pala.
It's so weird. I always wondered like what happened to that actor.
Di mo na-realize that she was, Alex Danvers? Danvers. Yeah.
I had to Google like what happened to this person.
It's like, Janice Ian in The Interview.
Oh yeah. Oh, so hot.
Honey Pot.
So hot. Damn. Or like Velma from Scooby-Doo.
Oh.
She's Mrs. Hawkeye. From
I don't watch Hawkeye.
But yeah. Do you like Haley Steinfeld?
I liked her in Pitch Perfect.
Was she a whiny in Pitch Perfect?
Yeah, she was called Legend because her mom was a Bella. And she was like, "Let me in! I'm a legend!"
I guess I've seen like...
Legacy, not
Legacy,
Legend.
I've seen like 2 of her works.
Which is?
Hawkeye and Dickinson.
No, I don't know. So
And
you
both...
haven't watched Pitch Perfect?
I haven't watched Pitch Perfect. Okay, that's why I don't get the hype over Rebel Wilson. Like, okay. Or like I totally missed the boat when it came to Anna Kendrick. Like, she was on Once, right?
In what? Once Upon a Time?
Once.
Once?
Yeah. Or Last 5 Years?
I don't know those movies.
Okay.
I only know her from Pitch Perfect and Twilight. She's on Twilight.
Yeah, but I didn't watch Twilight either.
You didn't watch Twilight?
No. No judgment. It's just like I didn't watch it. It wasn't my thing. I wonder why I didn't. Oh yeah, because I was a father.
I mean, okay. Okay. I remember one of my friends really into Twilight, which is also really into Harry Potter. It's funny.
Well, Harry Potter was already.
Di ba
I was
nakikwento
reading
ka?
it in high school.
Nakikwento ka na when one of the movies was released, pumunta kayo sa theater, but you could only stand up.
Yeah, but I was like very, very young.
Anyway, okay.
Oh. Back then, like, you could go to a cinema and stand up and just watch the
Really?
movie while standing up, yeah.
Did
I
you pay
remember.
less?
No. I remember distinctly the movie that I watched standing up. It was Sarah ang Munting Prinsesa.
Ay, Miss Ann Curtis? Hindi.
No, not
Wait. Di ba merong movie na prinsesa si Ann Curtis and then she didn't know how to sweep?
I don't know.
We watched it in Baguio at one point. I don't know.
Is it kind of like a ripoff of Princess Diaries?
Hindi. It was very fantasy, I think. It was like the one scene I remember from it, she was trying to sweep, and then one of the children mocked her, like, prinsesa ka ba? And he was like, ay, oo. Parang ganun. Anyways.
I have no idea what film that is. Pero yan. Sobrang init-init pa nung sa loob ng cinema.
When was this? 90s?
Yeah.
Were cinemas new?
No.
It was just hot.
It was hot.
Walang aircon?
Hindi, it's like,
Mainit lang talaga.
it
Maraming
was
tao.
hot
ganun.
because of how many people were inside.
Walang crowd control?
Wala.
Because you can stand up.
Yeah, just like cram as many people into it. It's,
Sad.
Yeah. I don't think I developed my love for movies at that age. I think it came when I was much older. Yeah.
Oh, I just like movies because of your hard drive. And then I watch a lot of film theories and tropes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing about like it with the access that we have to like stuff like YouTube. And a lot of content creators, creating yung videos about yung mga video essays, mga reflections on the material. It allows us to have a deeper understanding and a deeper appreciation for these films.
Actually, parang mga 40% lang yung pinapanood ko na about tropes. 60% is clothes, yeah. A lot of, parang, I start a lot of new series or movies because I watch someone review
I-hire na lang kita. Suma.
No. Review the outfits, like accuracy.
Mag-isip ka lang ng clothes for 90s.
You have
For my
Pinterest for
characters.
that.
Kaya nga.
No.
You have Pinterest for that.
No. I don't work for you.
Okay. And on that note,
Bye.
bye.
Watch Euphoria.